Through the journey that is this thesis, I've used and evolved lots of different images and symbols. Here's one of the first mind maps that I evolved and designed with artist Hugh Rivers Ellicott. It tried to embody an Indigenous essence. This map looks at the different tools and tracks that people can take to deal with the different types of discrimination in Australia. It's a summary page of a whole training manual. The first arm to the right looks at people identifying what is the issue, what are the layers, what are the story, who was involved, ask questions. This arm looks at the responsibilities or outcome, and people have a choice of outcome. Then we look at the next arm, which is actually the tools, which translates into knowledge. What's the law? What evidence exists? We come further around, and what are the tracks? Legal tracks, community tracks, individual tracks. And again we see the final mind map, where you see movement. It's like drawing in the sand, continuing the movement in the sand, but looking at another map that looks at human rights issues as identified by Aboriginal people throughout Australia. Issues such as schools, police. Colleagues from Desert created this work to represent our journey, our research journey. It became a way for me to represent Indigenous research in Desert. Well, I've talked about sweet potatoes, and I decided I really needed to look at different images of sweet potatoes. Indigenous representation of sweet potatoes, bush potatoes, and as many other different images as I could to get some understanding of the link and relationship of these to my concept. I developed maps on butcher's paper in the beginning to take out to communities to talk about the different types of research steps and processes used. Graduated with some colleagues in Desert to using fabric, which had even more movement than the butcher's paper. And then when I started to work more closely with colleagues in Coast and in Desert, I could actually see the drawing in sand relating to mind maps. Spiders step into the journey at this point through Alison's work and images. She created amazing images drawing on our discussion of decolonisation. This symbol was regenerated from sweet potato to mind mapping and It's built and coming together, the brick wall, Indigenous knowing, mind mapping, bush potato, sweet potato, spider, to a contested space captured by Lynn Onus, with a water lily, Indigenous knowing, many different types of water lily, many different types of Indigenous knowings must be centred.